My first question for Mayor Bowser, it's yes or no. The DC Code makes numerous references to, quote, structural or institutional racism. Do you believe the DC government is structurally or institutionally racist? Yes or no? Yes or no? Is DC government racist, institutionally racist? Yes or no? All right, you can't answer the question. So my next question for Mayor Bowser, since you're going to sit there and placate or just be quiet, in section 7-123.
All right, folks, stop what you're doing. You need to see this. Because this right here, this is exactly what happens when woke ideology replaces common sense in government.
All right, Chair recognizes Ms. Mace from South Carolina.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and good morning. The government of the District of Columbia, under the leadership sitting in front of us today, has become a poster child for DEI and gender madness. This has led to government. Mr. Chairman, this is not a concert. This audience can just settle down.
Stop the clock, and the gentlelady's right. Under the rules of the House, the chairman is responsible for maintaining order and preserving decorum in the committee room. I expect audience members to be respectful of the committee, so
I'd like to reclaim my time, too,
You reclaim
Mr. Chairman.
it, absolutely. Ms.
This has led to government-sanctioned racial discrimination and the erasure of women. Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17 provides Congress plenary authority over the District of Columbia. Using this authority today, I'll be introducing the No DEI in D.C. Act. This bill will rip the DEI and gender bender nonsense out of the D.C. government root and branch, and restore common sense and equal treatment under the law. As the individuals charged with writing D.C. laws, signing D.C. laws, and enforcing D.C.'s laws, we have some questions for you on the meanings of some of the curious terms we have found in the D.C. Code. My first question for Mayor Bowser, it's yes or no. The D.C. Code makes numerous references to, quote, structural or institutional racism. Do you believe the D.C. government is structurally or institutionally racist? Yes or no? Yes or no? Is D.C. government racist, institutionally racist? Yes or no? All right, you can't answer the question. So my next question for Mayor Bowser, since you're going to sit there and placate or just be quiet, in section 7-1234.02 of DC Code, you use the phrase child welfare involved birthing people. Child welfare involved birthing people. Can you explain to me what this means?
I'm not that familiar with that part of the code.
Okay, and so you don't know. In section 7-1234-02 of DC Code, you use the phrase justice involved incarcerated and homeless birthing people and their non-birthing partners. Can you explain to this committee what that means?
Again, I would have to see the whole
You don't know.
section.
You're literally the mayor of DC, and you don't know your own code of laws.
Well, I don't know
All right,
them
one thing we
verbatim.
noticed the DC Code struggles to define is the term woman. So Mayor Bowser, what is a woman?
I'm a woman. Are you a woman?
100%.
Okay.
100%.
I'm a woman. You're looking at one.
Okay, good. You actually, in section 3-703 of the DC Code, you use the phrase, the intersectionality of gender and race to create unique dynamics and effects. Can you explain what this means to the committee?
Where is that, ma'am?
Section 3-703 of the DC Code. Do you know what that means? No,
could
you
you give
don't
me
know
the
what that means. So
title of
chapter 14D of the DC Code establishes
Mr.
the
Chairman,
commission.
I'm happy to answer questions.
Mr. Chairman, I'm going to reclaim my time. This is not her time, it's my time. You can be quiet as I ask you questions, and then you can answer them. And then you can answer them. I'm not, Mr. Chairman, this is my time, not hers. I'd like to reclaim my time.
Let's make good use of the time, Ms.
Chair
Mace.
I'm making very good use of my time.
Ms.
There
Mace.
is-
You're
Ms.
making my point. You're the mayor of DC, and you don't even know your own code of laws. What is a birthing person?
I would assume it's someone who gives birth.
All right. Why don't you use, are these women, are these moms? Do you think it's appropriate to call them birthing person? Can a man birth a person?
Well,
Be a
that's
birthing
what
person?
I would call it, but I don't write all the laws, and I'm not familiar with every
Can
section.
men get pregnant?
No.
Can men become women?
Can a man become a woman?
Yeah. Can a man become a woman?
Miss
Yes
Mace,
or no? Can a man become a woman? Yes or no?
Miss Mace, I'm not here
Okay,
to
my
talk
next
about
question, Chapter 14D of the DC Code establishes the Commission on Reparations. and a reparations fund to provide eligible African Americans monetary reparations or other forms of redress. Is it the position of D.C. government benefits should be provided to individuals on the basis of race?
I believe that the legislation requires a study.
Okay, I'm asking you, is it the position of the D.C. government that government benefits should be provided on the basis of race?
If you're
is the
referring to
question.
that legislation, I believe it requires a study.
Okay, I'm asking you a question. Do you believe that government benefits should be given out on the basis of race? That is the question. This is the third time I'm asking.
We have any number of benefits programs, and eligibility is
Okay.
established.
You're not answering
per-
any of these
per program.
questions. I'll give it to you. You're slick. In Section 2-1383 of the DC Code, you use the phrase social value of the LGBTQ community business economy to the district. Can you explain what this means to the committee?
It means that LGBT businesses provide economic benefit to the district's economy.
Do you think all businesses provide economic benefit to the DC economy?
They should, or they would be out of business.
Yeah, of course. All right, thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.
So we've got Representative Nancy Mace absolutely grilling the D.C. government. And let me tell you, this hearing is a masterclass in exposing bureaucratic nonsense. She opens by calling D.C. what it's become, a poster child for DEI insanity and gender confusion. And she's not wrong. Let me ask you something right now. Drop it in the comments. Should Congress step in when local governments go completely off the rails? Yes or no? Because Nancy Mace reminds everyone of something the left hates to hear. Congress has full constitutional authority over Washington, D.C., and she's introducing the No DEI in D.C. Act to rip this madness out root and branch. Now watch this. This is where it gets embarrassing. She asks Mayor Muriel Bowser a simple question. Is the D.C. government institutionally racist? Yes? Or no? And what do we get? No answer. Dodging. Deflecting. If you can't even answer your own talking points, maybe they don't hold up. Then comes the part that should make every sane American furious. Nancy Mace starts reading directly from the D.C. Code. Child welfare involved birthing people. Justice involved incarcerated and homeless birthing people. And the mayor doesn't know what it means. You're the mayor. These are your laws. Folks, if the people writing the laws can't define the words, that is the problem. So Mace asks the forbidden question, what is a woman? And instead of a definition, we get vibes, feelings, word salad. Let me ask you, another comment check. Should laws be written in clear, plain English? Or should they read like a college gender studies pamphlet? Then we hit reparations. Mace asks, again, simple question. Should government benefits be given based on race? Not study, not framework, not task force, yes or no. And once again, the question gets ducked. Because the truth is uncomfortable. And finally, the cherry on top. The DC Code talking about the social value of LGBTQ businesses. Nancy Mace shuts it down perfectly. Don't all businesses contribute to the economy? Exactly. This hearing exposes something crystal clear. Woke governance can't survive basic questioning. DEI collapses the moment facts enter the room. Nancy Mace did what elected officials are supposed to do. Ask tough questions, demand clarity, stand up for reality. If you're tired of ideological nonsense, if you're tired of politicians who can't define their own laws, if you believe common sense should still exist in America, smash that like button. Subscribe for more unfiltered truth. Share this video so more people see what's really happening. Because patriots don't stay silent, and we sure as hell don't let nonsense go unchallenged.